What is good, man? Um, Welcome to another video. Um, yeah, guys, I'm quickly gonna analyze EURUSD. Um, Before I get that, dog, before I get to EURUSD, I forgot to give you guys a trade recap on Euro GBP. So, I think this was last week. Yeah, last week I took a trade on Euro GBP. It's either last week or Monday. But then I took a trade on Euro GBP. It ended up hitting TP. I think it was like a young 1:2. I'll just post a video here. This trade was fire, and then I took a loss literally yesterday on GBP CHF. I was looking to buy GBP CHF. I thought that price. You guys can clearly see that we are in a downtrend on GBP CHF. So I was expecting GBP CHF to give me like a deep pullback before selling, but then it looks like it's respecting this zone right here, right? So that's what happened. But yeah, but then luckily for this one, I did reduce my risk, so I only lost like 0.5% on this one. So for the week, we made some profit. That's good. But then let me quickly give you the EURUSD analysis. Just based off the weekly, right? Yeah, I'm gonna start analyzing on the weekly. What do we see? So I'm just gonna quickly like mark significant highs and lows, and we know that we've got this low, and then we've got this high right here on the weekly, right? So just from that, this is our this is my what am I doing? This is my weekly range, right? So I'm looking to trade within this range. Get me? And what did price also do? Price broke these weekly highs right here impulsively, guys. Price broke this thing impulsively. So what do you expect after an impulse? You expect some sort of pullback, right? And why do I say that we should expect a pullback? Because you guys can clearly see the momentum is not the same. Can you check? Price is losing momentum. You can clearly see it's not moving as the momentum is not as bullish as before. You guys can clearly see someone could call this like a range. You get someone could see this at some sort of range. This is just an indication that okay, the momentum is clearly dying down. We got our break of the highs, we got our impulse. What do you expect? Pullback. You get so just based off of that weekly analysis, I'm gonna look to sell EURUSD going forward. Do you get? Let me just quickly mark. Let me just like make these. Let me make my markups clean. You get? That was just like a young rough analysis, but then yeah. Let me just. Now, now coming on to the daily, I just wanna quickly see what the daily structure is also telling me. So from the daily, what do I see? I do see that price is still bullish. You guys can clearly see this is how the daily was moving. Price came to wick above these highs, but then it's now creating structure to the downside. So um how far is this daily So we are still bullish. Technically we are still bullish, right? But I don't want to dwell too much on the buys, because I know that looking at the weekly time frame, price failed to create a higher low and a higher high. This is, I consider this as a sweep of this high before selling, right? So you guys can clearly see price closed below this high right here. So now, according to me, when I go to the daily and I see this higher high, I'm not gonna regard this as a higher high, because I know that from the weekly that's just a sweep, and price came directly. And you know, if price wanted to like break and continue bullish, it was probably gonna respect this structure right here. You guys can clearly see we're moving up. So if this was a break, if this was a higher high, it was gonna create something like this. You get, it was still gonna continue with the trend, but then it didn't. It gave us this high and then it started breaking these lows, these internal lows right here. So I see this as a sweep. You get, let me do this. So we are on the daily right now, right? So I'm just gonna quickly, I just wanna see something, man, because I'm not gonna lie, analyzing EURUSD and GBPUSD has been so tough. Let's go to the monthly. See, this is the monthly low right here. So I'm just gonna quickly mark up this, and I wanna see how it is on the daily. How it is. So it's this low. How do I mark this up now? Like, let me just do this, bro. It's fast one. Right now I'm just trying to identify the market structure. I'm trying to make sense, because price came, then it broke, then it started give us the sweep. Now it's moving to the downside, right? And there's a chance we might come to that low there. We've got this low, the daily. Here, this is a sweep, price is so yeah, guys, I'm not good. This is what I see on the daily time frame. I don't want to mark these minor little lows here, because I just want to keep the chart a bit clean. But then I do see the structure here that's being formed. Yet we are in this bearish, and I feel like we will be going to these lows right here to start that weekly pullback. You get. So let me just go to the 4 hour. What is my 4 hour telling me? Here's my 4 hour structure. Yes. So you guys can clearly see that the 4 hour is still within this range here. So I've got the range from this high to this low right here. And price is creating like equal lows here. It's creating relatively equal lows around this area here. You get. So I'm not sure if because with what I know, right, is that whenever price creates like equal lows, that there's normally liquidity lying below these lows, right? And then looking to the left, I do see like there is this imbalance here. You guys can clearly see whenever there's like a candle, we could call this a fair value gap as well. But then whenever I see a candle like this, like a candle that's just like straight up and then like this gap right here, I see this as some sort of imbalance. So I don't know if we should count this as a fair value gap. Is price gonna come here and tap and go up, or is it just gonna continue the downtrend to this? But then I don't wanna dwell too much on this because I'm looking at um from a swing point of view. This thing looks like it should sell, right? But then we don't know what the market's gonna do. We don't know what it's gonna do. Okay, for now I'm just gonna mice that. I'm just gonna mice that. And looking at the 4 hour, I'm not gonna lie, these like where the market is, I, I can't tell you that it's gonna break this low because it could just come and go up. So, and it's Friday, so I'd rather step away. But then I do believe that we will sell. Bro, this thing is so fucking tough, bro. Where is it going? Where is it going? Like, where is it going? You see what I'm saying, dog? Analyzing GU and EU has just been, it's been a nightmare for some of us. Because now we in between this range right here. So I can't tell you whether we're definitely gonna go up or if we're gonna go down. Get so I think it's just one of those things we're just gonna have to let go. I'm just gonna have to let go, or maybe I'm just that bad at analyzing. You get, but then now this is a tough one. This is a tough one. I'm not gonna lie, this is tough. But I think I'm just gonna end it here because I also don't wanna complicate and have so many lines and yeah, there's a lot happening, bro. The structure here is not clear to me, because I do see some minor structure like bearish structure being formed here on the lower time frame. You guys can clearly see, dog, like, you see. So we could say that it's gonna probably give us a pullback and then but then you don't know, bro. You don't know. Um, significant. This is a significant high, though. So I'm just gonna put that there to show that what I see you. I see you. Because now if this breaks this, then this is the high that caused the break of this low. So now this is gonna be our new high, our new lower high. But for now, yeah, guys, I'm just gonna let this one go, bro. I'm gonna let it do its thing. We'll see what happens next week. And the monthly candle is closing, so I'd like to see this monthly candle push to the downside, so that um, when Monday comes and the new monthly candle opens, it pushes up before shooting to the downside. It gives us that high before giving us the low. So that's EURUSD, man. This EURUSD and GBP have just been tough to analyze. But with GBP I, you know, I am happy with the way it's forming, but then one thing that's pissing me off is the fact that I am missing trades, bro. I am missing trades, and it's fucking up with the psychology. I'm not gonna lie, it's really messing up with my psychology. Because if you see when you miss trades, but then you knew that it's gonna get there, so it's like a thing of, you know, it really you start doubting yourself in a way. You get, so that's that. The dollar index, the dollar index is also in a tricky place now because we are at this zone, but then price is still creating bullish structure. So it's just gonna, we have to wait for this to play out because we don't know what it's gonna do. Price could push up. Let me show you, dog. Price could push up, then disrespect and start going down, or it could just, push above this. Is we're just gonna have to wait and see, dog. We're gonna literally have to wait and see. I don't know if this is the point. This is like, cause with trading, dog, there's a point where it tests your patience. You get, trading does test your patience, so I'm just I'm practicing patience, I guess. But I think I'm gonna end the video here. And if you made it this far, thank you. Please make sure you do the nice things, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.